Hey guys, it's me, Rena from Snailworks Crochet, and in today's video, I am upcycling an old dress. Look, my crafting aspiration dreams is to do upcycling just in general, and I have thought of the perfect thing to try upcycling on. In this video specifically, I want to upcycle a old bridesmaid's dress. Okay, so I will say I have kind of started this process already, and I'm kind of retroactively filming this introduction. But just to kind of give you a little bit of the background of my bridesmaid's dress. This is a bridesmaid's dress that I wore for my older sister's wedding. I have worn it a couple of times as a wedding guest dress afterward, because I believe personally that we shouldn't be like buying these dresses for one occasion and then never wearing them again. Just a general belief I have. It's kind of my default like wedding guest outfit, but at the same time I don't wear it that often, primarily because I don't really have a lot of friends who invite me to weddings. Fun fact about me, all the people I am close to are not getting married, and all the people who are getting married, I'm not close enough to for an invitation. That's just how it is. So I've gone to like maybe 5 weddings so far in my lifetime. But not including my own wedding, I have 2 weddings lined up this year, and I want to try upcycling the bridesmaid's dress. But let me explain what I'm going to do with this bridesmaid's dress. So, bridesmaid's dress, right? It is this bright blue. I obviously wore this to my sister's wedding, but I also wore it to my fiance's brother's wedding as well, and you know, it served me well, but I'm not a fan of the color. This color is not me, so this is a twofold thing. The first thing I want to do is dye this dress a darker color. I've tried to accessorize it in ways that would be a little bit more fitting for me. No, it's just a shade of blue. It's not it. A shawl could not save that color on me. So my conclusion is that I'm going to dye the dress. Right now, as I film this, it is middle of May, and I have a wedding to go to in a couple weeks. And that wedding is for one of my best friends. This person is going to be a bridesmaid in my own wedding, but I want to first dye this dress darker in time for her wedding. And the next wedding I have is for my fiance's friend. That is in July, and hopefully, in between May and July, I will hopefully have time to do some beading to this dress. Make it pop a little bit and have it, and give it some like visual interest. So this will kind of be twofold. The first thing, obviously, is dyeing this dress. I have bought like synthetic dye from Michaels. The second part, after I finish dyeing this dress, is that I want to bead it and add some like embellishments to it. Now I'm going to cut to some footage that I took literally yesterday as I filmed this part of the video of me at my friend's place dyeing my dress. So, editing magic here.
Hi!
Ooh, fancy!
It is fun. Yes.
Today we are dyeing a dress for Rena. We're just heating up the water.
Yeah, Caroline has
the tongs you can use to move things around.
Caroline has the pot that I
I
didn't feel like buying. So do I guess I just stick this in here?
Yeah, so check the directions. I think you just like wait for it to get to a
Pre-wash.
certain temperature, dump the dye in, and then
Shake well.
yeah, the more dye you put in, the darker it'll be. So if you want it dark, you could probably put the whole bottle in.
Okay, Okay, add water to stainless steel pot. Heat water on stove to just below boiling. Maintain temperature. Add teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. What?
It just helps it stick better.
Really?
Fabric, yeah.
Add teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. I didn't know it helped it stick. Add dye, mix well. Okay.
I think I have liquid dish detergent, though I only have
You have Dawn dish soap right there.
Yes, but that's not dish detergent. That's like dish soap.
Wait, there's a different. Are you talking about like dishwasher detergent?
That's what I was thinking. I'm not sure if the dish detergent specifically helps it just stick, or if it also helps like prevent splotchiness or that kind of thing. I don't know.
I should have brought my powdered dish detergent if that was the case, but
Like powder stuff, I don't know.
it's actually clean. It actually cleans it better.
Well, I'm sure it does. I just
For this.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
'cause
enough.
it says liquid on the label, right?
Oh yeah, it does. You're right. That's my
So
bad.
it's like,
Let's go.
go ahead, go for the whole thing.
Okay.
I think in this case, we either have too much and too little.
I would rather be darker than lighter.
Yeah.
Because that dress is ugly.
You can start with those, and then I'll get. Well, you can wear the gloves too if you want. It's too hot.
That's a little
much.
it's
A little full.
just a little.
You let me know. We can dump some out if you think it's too much.
It's your kitchen. It's your kitchen.
If you're afraid it's gonna spill, I'll grab the nets and dump some out.
Okay.
So yeah, just make sure you can get as much of it in there as possible.
I'm gonna try
It
turning
will
it
get
around.
poofy like that, but yeah, just like mix it around.
This thing is poofy. It's probably gonna have to do like multiple rounds or something.
Stir consistently for 30 minutes or until desired color is achieved. So we're here till 5, folks.
I don't know when my desired color will be achieved.
It's hard to tell too because like it looks different when it's wet versus when it's dry.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're like, oh, you should test a small batch. Well,
yeah,
oops.
it's fine.
Keeps poofing up.
Yeah.
I can't like exactly reach in there either, so.
Right. Well, again, I have gloves if you want, but like it is hot water. So.
It's not the willingness. It's not the willingness. It's the not wanting to burn myself part.
Yeah, that'll do it. I can put on a video and we can just stand here and stir. Watching a lot of Girl with the Dogs lately. She just does like grooming videos,
Oh.
and I feel like they're always very satisfying because she always takes in these like husky that hasn't been groomed in like a year, and so it's just like
It's like almost like the horse hoof cleaning videos.
yes, it is, where it's just like very satisfying.
I also really like the like carpet cleaning videos until they started getting like ridiculous.
Yeah, because then they'll make them extra dirty or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
I like the OG car cleaning videos.
yeah,
The car detailing videos, I can actually believe those are real because you've seen my car.
yeah.
Ruining your kitchen for me.
We gotta be careful. It's fine.
Montage over. So let me show you what the dress looks like after we dyed it. This is what it looks like. It is darker. It is darker. But it's not a lot darker. And I need this thing to be a lot darker. When it's wet, it's like the color I want. And you can kind of see the traces of the dye here. Obviously, as it dries, it is no longer the color I want it to be. So I need to figure out a way to make this significantly darker. When I went to my friend's place, I only brought 1 bottle of the synthetic dye. Next time, I think I need to bring 2 bottles of that midnight navy dye and maybe a black bottle to get this thing much darker. Because, heck, I don't even mind dyeing this black. I don't necessarily want it to be black, but I don't even mind if this turns out black. I mean, again, this is definitely darker than it was when I started, but this is not my shade, okay? This is not my color season, okay? I know this is bad lighting, but I think you can kind of understand the trials and tribulations I'm going for. I need to re-dye this. It needs some help. Next weekend, I can hopefully dye this dress because I realized in 2 weeks I have my friend's wedding, and this is my outfit, so I need to get on it. Okay, so I did buy extra bottles of synthetic dye this week, and I also went back to my friend's place to use the pot again, and it is significantly darker now, It's hang drying in my bathroom again, and hopefully I am pretty optimistic that this time it will be the color I want. I actually ended up using 2 bottles of Midnight Navy synthetic dye, and I also had a more powerful pot this time, used less water, and we also used the bigger burner, so hope that made things a little bit quicker. I'm definitely more optimistic about this round uh, being it. Like I really hope it is. So I'm at my sister's place, and I'm in Houston because the wedding's in Houston. And this is the dress that I ended up dyeing. It is much darker. It's a little splotchy here, but honestly, like, you gotta really pay attention to it if you want to see it. And yeah, that's the dress so far. This is what I'm gonna wear to my friend's wedding tonight. And then I also brought the shawl that I'm gonna wear with it. This is the shawl Jana K made for me in our shawl swap. At my parents' place, I found like a really good brooch for it, but I forgot to bring it with me. So I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for a brooch soon. Maybe I can stop by Walmart because I think it would look good with a brooch. But obviously now that I don't have like the brooch, I don't know how I'm gonna wear it. So I need something to pin it in here like this. So I need to figure that out. But because I don't have a shawl pin, I should have taken the brooches at my parents' place, but I just forgot. That's the plan for this wedding. I might have to re-dye this again to kind of even out some of the blotchiness. Or another option is that I kind of cover up this blotchiness by doing like a little bit of a glitter spray on the top part here and then beading everything. So we'll see. I feel like kind of, you know how like this part is plain, but then this part is like glittery, right? So we'll see how I'm feeling, after that, but that's the plan. Hi, so did you know that if you dye a dress in like, hot liquid and you wring it out and don't really bother to like straighten out the wrinkles while it's like, drying and stuff, you're gonna get a lot of wrinkles. I literally spent like at least 2 hours trying to iron out and steam the wrinkles out of that dress, and I still didn't get all of it out. So I feel like that dress is low-key doomed forever in terms of it being incredibly wrinkly. Hey guys, so fun fact. It's been a while since I went to my friend's wedding. I don't have a lot of photos from that wedding, and I ended up not wearing the shawl. I just ended up wearing the dress. When I was there, I kind of offhanded mentioned that I had dyed the dress, and everyone's like, wait, you dyed that? Like, I don't notice at all. But when I was rewatching some of the footage talking about the dress in Houston in, brighter lighting, I did notice some splotchiness. And so there are a couple of options I could do with kind of fixing that. One, I can re-dye it again, or I can try and cover it up. And I'm choosing to try and cover it up. The wedding I'm supposed to be going to in July is creeping up on me soon in like 2 weeks. And I have been really busy painting my house, so I haven't had a lot of time to like sit down and work on it. And also tomorrow I have a 6 a.m. flight to Chicago for work, and I'll be gone like majority of the week, so I don't have a lot of time to like be doing crafts and stuff. But I really want to get this dress done just so I can have something to wear for the wedding. And yes, I could wear the dress again, but I want to wear something different, This weekend, I have dedicated today to actually working on the dress. And so, prior to me filming this segment of the vlog, I guess, I went to Michael's and got some rhinestone stuff. And so let me show you what I've kind of done so far. So I ended up putting the dress on like my mannequin, and I had like some, fabric chalk, and I started like, kind of dotting where I wanted the rhinestones. And, so that way I can
I can, plan it out before I commit to like gluing on these rhinestones. And then I realized this is kind of ugly. So I'm pivoting.
It's a little bit of a twofold thing. I do have those rhinestones that I could physically put on my dress. When I was watching a lot of like DIY like videos, I actually found out about iron-on rhinestone stickers, and I think I might do that instead of hand placing the rhinestones on the bra cups, because I have a feeling if I were to do it, it's gonna look horrible. And also the vision I have is like not quite there. I don't know, because like, okay, I definitely want rhinestones on the skirt part, because the skirt is where all the splotchiness is. If I draw the attention away from the splotchiness and onto rhinestones, it'll look better. I was thinking rhinestones kind of like cascading down. But on the bra cup part, I was debating if I want like a little bit of like a motif here, or if I just want it all rhinestones. That's the part where I don't know, and I feel like I won't know until I get the iron-on rhinestones and like tinker around with it, what it will look like. So that's kind of the idea I have so far. While I wait for my iron-on rhinestone sheet to like arrive, and I realize I just spent $50 at Michael's for nothing, I think I might actually, while I'm waiting on that, add the rhinestones onto the straps, because that's the part I think will be the most labor intensive right now. Okay, so I started rhinestoning this so far, and this is gonna take a while. I think some parts are fine and some parts are a little bit, okay, some rhinestones fell off. I've been having a couple of rhinestones keep falling off, primarily because they're like on this part of the dress mannequin that has like a big gap. So I keep having to like reapply rhinestones here, because I think just because the surface I put it on is not sturdy. So let me, okay. It's been, so, oh my god. It's been giving me a lot of difficulty. I think once it actually dries, it'll be fine. But like, right now, it's been giving me grief because they keep falling off. But so far it looks really good. I don't really know if I want to do this part of the dress with rhinestones as well. Just because I actually don't think it'll look that good. So I think I'm just gonna do the rhinestones on the strap so far, and now I gotta do the other side. And it's funny because I specifically decided to do for today to be the day I do all my rhinestones. But I have a feeling, because I decided to order the iron-on patches, I think I might wait, because I need to make sure the rhinestones look good with the iron-on patches first. And I think doing the straps is like kind of low risk, whereas doing the rest of the top of the dress might be it might clash with the iron-on patches. I did rethink my strategy on what I'm going to do with this dress, because I'm planning on wearing gold shoes with this, right? So like, if I have silver rhinestones, how am I going to implement gold into this? So, like, because I think the rhinestones will definitely look pretty, and it definitely needs it. But how am I going to get, like, gold on here as well? Like, silver and gold do look good, but there are ways to make silver and gold look good together. But if it's all silver and then I'm wearing gold shoes, then didn't I just turn this back into a dress that doesn't match my vibe? Because a lot of the inspo photos I'm looking at, they kind of commit to one color scheme of like one metal. Like it's either all gold rhinestones or all silver rhinestones, but there's not really a mix of silver and gold, if that makes sense. It's either blue and silver or blue and gold, and not really much in between. Like there's nothing that's like both. So I feel like I need to figure out a way to kind of have both, or I just commit to the silver, honestly. Or this means I need new shoes. Because normally I was thinking wearing gold shoes, but I guess I can wear black shoes with this dress. I think that could be an option. I just have to be really careful. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish rhinestoning this other strap for today. And we'll check in probably next week when my iron-on rhinestones come in. This rhinestone
tool is very helpful because otherwise I would be suffering. You know, it's funny because I originally wanted to bead this dress too. I don't think I could do that. Have any of you seen that TikTok of the guy who bedazzled their entire deck with rhinestones? It's one of those things where, like, seeing someone bedazzle their deck with rhinestones, like, I appreciate the whimsy, but that, like, low-key gives me anxiety. And I cannot explain why. It's like, yes, it is your house, you can do whatever you want with it. Screw resale value. But also, you're bedazzling your entire outside deck with rhinestones. I appreciate the whimsy of it, but the actual end product, I'm like, why? I'm really hoping I don't ruin this dress, honestly. You know, the idea is upcycling, but I really hope this isn't a failed upcycle. I will be really sad if that ends up being the case. I also understand the sentiment of hashtag make bad art, but I will be really upset if this turns out to be bad art, because I actually want this to look nice. Also, if this doesn't work, I don't think I have a dress that could work for a wedding. So I do actually want this to work out. Okay, that's kind of cute. Look at that. That is so cute. Yeah. And hopefully they don't fall. But look at that. Oh, that's so cute. That is very cute. I'm very happy with this so far. Let's wait for the iron-on patches to come in, and then we can keep going, because I do think this is a good step in the right direction. The rhinestones have arrived. They didn't include instructions of how to use them, but they have arrived, which is good. So I got these gradient rhinestones as well as like these more spaced out rhinestones. Originally, I had planned to do like the more spaced out rhinestones here and then have like a gradient on the waist, but based off of like the rhinestone patterns, I actually don't think I want to use the gradient rhinestones. I think I might actually just do these rhinestones all over the skirt of the dress, and then maybe I'd have to like hand place rhinestones onto the bodice. So now it's gonna be time for me to figure out how to actually use this. We're gonna be part of the floor gang today, doing this. So let me figure out how this works. So I think I have this. I know I'm supposed to place this on my piece, right? And then it seems like I just iron it. Am I supposed to, but I guess my question is, am I supposed to iron it directly on, or do I have to put like a towel over it? Because I feel like plastic doesn't seem like the best way to iron this thing on. Okay, wish me luck. Let's see. Ooh, okay, it's not perfect. Probably could have ironed this on a little bit more, but ooh. Okay, okay. Okay. There's a little bit of some stragglers, but that looks good. Okay. That looks pretty good. I guess I'm gonna have to do this with like way more. And yeah. Okay, take a look at the sparkly dress. It's definitely covering up some of the weird splotches. The rhinestoning's not perfect, and I had some issues like trying to get like all the rhinestones on, but honestly I'm at a point where I can just like spot rhinestone some of these patches here. Like here I could just like put on a couple of rhinestones right there. And any part that's like missing a rhinestone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have this dress where the rhinestones kind of go like down, but they're not like all the way down to skirt. I think today I didn't want to rhinestone the entire skirt, but I don't know if I should keep it like this or if I should go ahead and just rhinestone the rest of the skirt, because it's like, I would rather have like a more tapered effect. I also think it could balance out more if I did rhinestone the entire skirt. I don't know. I mean, a lot of this is due to the fact that I don't want to rhinestone anything anymore. But I will say I'm probably going to keep the top part blank just because I like how it looks. I don't think it needs rhinestones. I think it looks pretty good without the rhinestones. Unfortunately, you can't hide the dye spots without the rhinestones, but the rhinestones have definitely hidden the dye spots here, so that helps a little bit. I'm gonna sit on this, think about it, marinate, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I have my tripod standing precariously on my balcony ledge, which freaks me out a little bit. And I know the bike on my balcony is kind of ugly, but I completed the dress. I added the rhinestones to the bottom part. I was able to get away with not having to hand place too many things, just ironing on everything. So much easier, so much better. Highly recommend adding iron-on rhinestones if you want to bedazzle something. You will save yourself a lot of grief. But this is what it looks like on. It looks really cute. I really like it. I kind of had a paranoia that the dress wasn't actually that much darker and I'm just imagining it, but my fiance took a look at it. He's like, no, it's definitely darker. I actually have photographic proof that you dyed the dress darker. And he proceeded to show me the selfie we took at my sister's wedding, which is where I wore the original dress. So that gave me some nice feeling. I also will say, I think how the top looks, it looks good without any additional rhinestones. So I'm just gonna keep it that way. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to show you some footage of me modeling it as best as I can. I kind of filmed this myself, okay? Like, it's not like a good zoom in, zoom out type of thing, but yeah, I'll show you some montage of the dress in action. Well, with that, I will conclude my video here. Fun fact, actually, I recently reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and for those of you who have been watching for a while, thank you for supporting me and for watching my videos. And for those of you who are new here, also thank you for watching up to this point. And if you happen to want to see more content like this, well, okay, I mainly do like knit and crochet content, mostly crochet content, but if you want to see me kind of mess around doing crafty things, feel free to subscribe to my channel. But as a special for reaching 1,000 subscribers, I wanted to do a Q&A because I want to do one. So if you have any questions for me, just in general, leave them down in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye!